What is up, everyone, and welcome to another art tips video. And today we are looking at, in my opinion, the best early game bang for your buck tame. Basically, oh, trilobite, hi, those are really valuable. Especially early game. Now, most of the time, gotta watch out for this Dillo because he's gonna be a problem. But this is for like once you get a slingshot or early crossbow with some narco arrows. The actual best first game tame is a moss chops, but you kind of have to get lucky with that. So the reason I'm picking a trike, and that is the answer, is a trike. Let's see, what level is this one? This is a level 15. There's a better one up there. But the reason I picked a trike over, say, like a parasaur, which is probably the most common first tame, is a bunch of reasons, and I'm going to go over that. First, we want to tame it, though. Just so I can show you, I brought some primitive bows just to show you that you don't need anything crazy to tame these guys. They're super. They like to go in straight lines pretty well, but then in general they're kind of slow. So I was just going to show you that you can do this pretty easily, and then I'll explain why in a minute. So let's go ahead and start the fight off. You come here, boss. Alright, so they're going to run at you. And what I usually like to do, oh, hello, bud, is run around rocks, because they usually get stuck, and then they get stuck, like this one gets stuck under its baby. You have to be careful, because the other one, if it gets close, is going to run at you too. And be careful, because they do swing, obviously, their big faces at you, and there you go. Already knocked out. Boom. So these guys take berries, obviously, which is what I would usually do early game. You just go over some bushes, grab some berries, which are right over here, and then you tame up your first trike. Now, obviously, you can tame other things when you get to like level 20. You can go tame a raptor. You could go tame. I don't know. Obviously, I said a parasaur is probably the most common first tame. But the reason I think you should hold out for and getting a trike, which, by the way, these guys spawn everywhere, include everywhere easy that you spawn in for your first area base location. These guys spawn everywhere. And like taming wise, they're pretty quick as well. They tame up pretty quick. But what I like about them is not only do you get a dinosaur that harvests things like a parasaur, but then you get some protection, because obviously you're starting to game out early, and there's a lot of dangerous things out here. Number one killer probably of Ark players early game is going to be a raptor, and with these guys, you're pretty much raptor proof, which is a huge bonus. And really, once you get one of these guys, you can go almost anywhere that you want. Obviously, there's limitations. Like, I wouldn't be going to Carno Island with this guy or anything. But the reality is the trike, I feel like, is just so slept on. And there are some negatives, and we'll get to that when we actually get him fully tamed up here. But the fact that this guy took me, what, couple minutes to tame, and yeah, it's a low level, and that's fine, but like I said, you're early game. You want a good dino to basically start gathering materials for you, having some kind of okay weight, and I think the parasaurs probably have a slightly better weight, but it's not that much different compared to the trikes. So that is why I don't even feel like that's even a big downgrade. I will tell you, the big downgrade is when we get to riding it, and I'll show you when we do. And while we're standing here, we can just kind of check out what it takes to make a trike saddle. It's right around. Oh, look at that. All tamed up. It's right here. Level 16. You're going to need 85 or 25 wood, which are pretty dang easy to get, especially if you tame one of these. But the 140 hide is usually the one harder part. I mean, compared to, like, let's say... Oh, crap. Alright, never mind. Well, he's going to prove my point right here. Okay, well, that wasn't very helpful. Hey! You're supposed to make it so I can get the hide from that. Okay, but you guys get the point, right? What you can do is turn these guys on aggressive, and basically will attack anything around you as you guys are moving. So that is one of the ways to go grab a bunch of hide as well. They kind of solve their own problem. Obviously, you have to go and actually process the animal to get the hide, but they will definitely. So let's see. Let's see if I was really bad at this game. I'm like, I can't kill the dodo. All right. You know what? We're gonna go whistle aggressive. Boom. There he goes. Going after. Just don't send him into the stratosphere, please. All right. I don't know where that dodo went. There it is, dodo. Boom. Obviously, don't use a spear if you want more hide. But you see what I'm saying? So let's go. He's on aggressive still, so he's gonna be my little bodyguard. He's gonna be all angry bodyguard. But literally, I can just use him to, for some reason, if I don't have hide at this point, to go get the rest of it. And we're just gonna go over to my starter base that I have over here for the first part of my series. And so you don't have to wait for how slow the animal is, which is the, like I said, the biggest criticism with these guys. But we're making good time, and we've already brought them. And as you can see, I already have a couple trikes from the early part of my playthrough, because they're not only great for moving materials, which this guy is the guy I used, and I put a bunch of points into, not a bunch, but some decent points into some of the different things here. Actually, yeah, just 10 points into weight. He's making 500 weight, which is solid, you know. And what I would do is just bring a couple trikes with me over to the other side of the mountain where the metal is, do a metal run, and walk back. This is before, you know, you have like a pterodon and stuff like that. But I just kind of want to show you, for example, what I'm talking about. All right, let's go deal with the Dimorphodon real quick. Too slow. But you see what I mean. They're not fast dinos. Their stamina definitely. Just want to make sure that dude's not following me. Definitely dies off pretty quick. And the lower levels, like, again, their health is okay. But the reason I really don't care about their health that much, and I'm just gonna wait right now. And I'm gonna have him follow me because he's slow. But I just kind of want to show off what we can do with this guy and why he's such a valuable dino to have, because he does everything that most basic dinos do, or early game levels do, but the protection is like the big thing. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go get attacked by these guys. No, I'm not. I'm gonna deal with these guys, and they're not even gonna touch me. And then I can go down and I can process them if I want the chitin. What I'm hoping to find is maybe, like, yeah, like what's this guy gonna do? You see he did 2 damage, that's cool. Now I can't see, but where'd he go? Like, I'm sure he'll come back eventually. There he is. But so now you can see why they're so good is the animal can't even do damage on me. So I really don't care what my health is, because he can't even hit me because of the knockback damage. And so I can just sit here, chill out, and just do knockback damage, and he never touches me until eventually he falls over and dies, and that's that. So these guys make you feel so confident when you're out and about doing different things. I should have knocked this guy back into a rock. See if we can grab this guy a little bit more. There he is. There's a turtle. All right, this is a good battle right here. All right. What's up, turtle? And so the cool thing about this is this turtle's not gonna do anything to me. It's not gonna do anything. It's gonna be all upset and it's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you," you know? And it's like, well, no, you're not, because you're not gonna touch me. And so these guys protect you so well, and then you can just go around and bully things. And obviously you can process trees while you're at it and get some thatch. These guys are pretty solid thatch getters. I mean, not the most efficient or anything. Boom, there we go. Killed the turtle, and we have lost no health. Obviously these guys... Oh, crap. Okay. Ouch. Alright. Now, the only animal... I mean, not the only animal, sorry. Obviously, and the cool thing is like, you can even go after a trike like this, you know, like... Because the knockback damage apparently is so good when you're on him that he's gonna... He might get me every once in a while if I don't time it right, but like... What's this guy gonna do to me? Like, what's he gonna do? What's he doing to me? Nothing. So, you gain such... And I was like... I was gonna show you. Yep. So, obviously you see he gets berries from bushes. So, does everything that you would want. Like, look at all the berries that we've already gotten, and we haven't even done much. So, from like an early game, like as soon as you get a bow and narcotic arrows, this is the first thing I'm taming. You don't even need a bowl or anything. Like, obviously you can't bowl these guys. And I just want to quick see if I can find like a raptor or a carno or something to mess with. Just to kind of finish off the video here. But yeah, so like these guys really make you confident to go travel. Because like obviously when you jump into the game, you're like all worried about going places, and like I've taken on Rexes just fine with a trike, just because the Rex can't hit you. Because the knockback. If you guys think there's a better sub 20 level tame, because like I said, you can tame these with rocks and slingshots. It's not the easiest thing in the world because it does take a minute, but especially a low level one, like it's not that hard to tame these guys, and it just gives you such a peace of mind, because you really don't need to buy a raptor, or not buy, sorry, tame a raptor or tame, and even like a carno. Like these guys will do better job of protecting you and getting through things like fights. Like I've taken out alpha raptors with these guys, because the alpha raptor, no, it's just a dillo. Okay, so that's no fun. I want raptors, guys. Someone give me a raptor. Whatever, it's all good. But yeah, so that is my pick for the best early game tame you can get outside of a Moschops, but Moschops relies on a lot of luck to tame. These guys don't require much of anything in terms of luck or skill, because as long as you just kind of bob and weave, or even find a rock like one of these, and then you just kind of run around the rock and then get them as they're running around, like they're not bad to tame. So I would 100% recommend this guy. And if you guys disagree, feel let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know what you would think would be the best, like, sub level 20. I mean, I'm trying to remember what narco arrows. It's like 21 or 24 or something like that. Yeah, level 21. So like sub level 21, what dino are you taming? With a basic bow. And for me, I'm taming a trike. And I really don't think there's much competition in terms of that side of it. So curious to hear your guys' thoughts on your opinions for, you know, sub level 21 tames, but I think this is the one. And if you guys like the video, you know, I'm always appreciative of a sub or like. But again, thank you again for watching, and until next time, we're gonna see you later.